Hello YouTube, today I'm going to share with you my shooting experience using an extension tube on a Sony mirrorless system. So what I have in my hand is an 30mm macro from Sony and an A6300. The point of this video today is sharing the autofocus performance and how does the extension tube affects the camera and the lens, or does it even affect it at all. And another thing is that bear in mind, for Sony mirrorless system users, you need to get an extension tube with an electronic connection, because without this electronic connection, your lens is basically useless. Most of the time, the way that I shoot in macro is I manual focus a lot. So without that electronic connection, it doesn't enable me to shoot in manual, because the focusing ring for most of the Sony lenses is focused by wire. And so some of you who's new to this, you might think, what is an extension tube? And why do you even need one? So basically, extension tube works in a way that it magnifies into your image a little bit more without losing image quality. But in normal shooting distances where you might go into infinity focus or near infinity focus, it doesn't work at all, because the extension tube basically changes the distance between your lens and the sensor, so it affects the focus distance in simple terms. So let's jump right ahead in and see what's the difference between just the macro lens and macro lens with an extension tube. Okay, so what you can see here is just the macro lens alone without an extension tube. So I'm apologizing ahead that if the camera doesn't focus, because for some reason the camera just doesn't want to focus. I only have one A6300, I don't have a second A6300, and it's really difficult for me to look at what am I shooting. So yeah, as you can see, if I punch into manual, let's change up this focus, I can get pretty close. I can get that close with just the macro lens alone. But what if I add on the extension tube? So an extension tube just is plug and play, basically just attach it in on top of your Sony mirrorless system. And you can see I can get a lot closer if I can get the shot in it. Yeah, it's slightly slower, but you still get the shot in. So yeah, as you can see, with an extension tube, the autofocus may be a little bit slower compared to just the lens and the camera alone without an extension tube. This doesn't affect me most of the time, because as I said, when I shoot macro photography, I mostly manual focus, so the autofocus doesn't bother me that much. But but the problem with mirrorless system from Sony is that you need the electronic connection to make the focus ring work, because it is focused by wire. So that is the downside. And extension tube with electronic connection is slightly more expensive compared to those extension tube. It's just a tube alone without an electronic connection. So for those who are from Canon and Nikon, your extension tube will be slightly cheaper. But for those who's coming from Sony, you gotta pay up a little bit more compared to Nikon and Canon users. I have no experience on Fuji cameras. I'm going to rent one and play around maybe next month or so. It depends. Am I going to travel? So that's about it for this video, and you can see the image that I took right after this. Thanks for watching and have a great day.